Good afternoon, children. Very good afternoon, one and all present here. Today I am going to start a new lesson from the box to book. So all of you open that lesson. Those who have book with them, they should open this one. Got it? So now today I would like to start this lesson from the box to book. So before starting this one, I just want to tell you this book is written by Ben Carson. Okay, now who is Ben Carson? You can see in this pic. Okay, in this pic you can see the the writer of this lesson from the box to book. He is a doctor. Okay, neurosurgeon, pediatrician. Okay, but he is a writer also. So first of all, I would like to just read about his work. Okay, Ben Carson, he was born in the year 1951. Okay, and he is an American neurosurgeon, an author and a politician. Okay, he is not only a doctor, neurosurgeon, and he is related, that neurosurgeon you will hardly find in India also. Okay, he is an author and politician. And this piece is a true account of his childhood. The story from the box to book, it is just a true story of his childhood. Ben Carson is at present in the United States Secretary of State for Housing and Urban Development. Now he is working on that. Okay. So before starting this lesson, I just want to tell you, being a child, since morning to night, you have one timetable, isn't it? What is settled by your parents. So how many of you are following the daily timetable properly? So this is your task, children. You will make a list of that. In your book, page number 112, 112, in this page, first page, you will find starter, and in this starter it is written, how do you spend a typical working day? Sorry. Start by writing down the number of hours you spend on each activity. Then convert it into a percentage and draw it and the pie diagram. You might be surprised at the result. देखो एक चार्ट बना हुआ है, इसको आपको लिखना है. Those who have book, they can do it in book. Okay, and those who do not have any book, they can do the same thing in their notebook. Okay, those who have book, you can do directly in your book, no problem. First of all, sleeping hours. How many hours you sleep? First things. Next is bathing and dressing. How much time you spend on that? Okay. Then after that, eating. Okay. How much time you spend on that? Next, traveling to school. Now you are not coming to school, but you are joining the online classes. So you should mention how much time you spend for studies. So you just relate it to school, not personal studies. Suppose example, now I am taking my class. Okay, this class, how much you spend for that? Then you have maths class, you have science class, you have Hindi class. So you have to, how much total time you spend for school studies, school classes, online classes, that you mention. Okay, then playing time. Now I don't think you are going out to play. Those who are not going out, how much time, what kind of game you are playing, and time spent for that. And after that, reading storybooks. Are you really reading storybooks? If you are reading, that time also you mention. Okay, then studying, that personal studying. Suppose I have given one homework, Shardha ma'am has given another homework. So how much time you are spending to complete your homework, to learn these question answers, to do your maths puzzle. So how much time you spend for that? That you have to mention. Okay, and after that, are you watching TV? So that your time is right, and other activities if it is involved. You just write it very nicely, and after that you make a pie chart. Okay, कितना से कितना घंटा आपने spend किया. out of 24 hours. Okay, in a day we have 24 hours, so out of that how much time you spend on particular activities. Clear? This is the first thing. And now let me begin this story. Okay, so here from the boxed book is written by Ben Carson. He is a doctor, an author and politician as well. So now let me begin this text. Those who have textbook, they just open their text and just watch it. Okay, let me begin. It was 1961 and I was in the 5th standard. My marks in school were miserable and a strange thing was, I didn't really care. It is a true account written by Ben Carson. In the year 1961, he was in the 5th standard and he was telling his marks, okay, in school were miserable, meaning very miserable here is very pathetic, horrible you can say. And strange thing was, and of course he is getting very poor marks, but strange thing is that he was not at all taking care of the same subject. Okay, I did not really care. Ben Jonson, when he was a student of class 5th in the year 1961, he was not getting good marks, he was not very good in studies, and strange thing is that he was not at all taking care of his subject. Got it? Okay, are you hearing me properly? Are you listening? You didn't get the question answers of J.R.D. Tata? Okay, then I'll give you. ठीक है, दे देंगे सब चैप्टर का एक साथ पिक खींच के दे देंगे आपको. ओके, डोंट वरी. J.R.D. Tata क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कस नहीं किए, नॉट डिस्कस्ड इन क्लास. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम. आई थिंक आई हैव डिस्कस्ड. आई सेंड यू. ठीक है, एक साथ सबका 3-4 लेसन जो भी बचा है दे देना मुझे. आई विल सेंड यू. Okay, now you watch. Which set? What happened, Chatsi? Any problem? Okay, I'll give you question answers, no problem. So here now in this one next paragraph you follow, our father has left us, my older brother Curtis and I lived in a run-down area of Detroit, USA. Our home was poorly furnished but it was clean and there was always food on the table. So his father was not there with him. Okay, he left us, meaning his father was died. And he was living with his brother Curtis and his mother. Okay, and they were very poor that time. And they were living in USA, Detroit. Okay, and they were, as they were financially not very strong, their house was also maintained very poorly, but it was clean, neat and clean. And their mama, she always give food for her children on the table. Got this one? Next one you see, we were not aware of the difficulties. Our mother had doing 3 different jobs as a domestic servant. Our world was like this: get school over with, then play football or basketball and do a little apple raiding from a neighbor's backyard tree. Then go home to watch TV. We should stare for hours at the TV. So here in these sentences you can see their mother, she was just after their father's death. Maybe her mother was taking too much of pain in looking after this family. She was working in 3 different houses. She was working as a domestic servant. Okay, but the children were not at all aware of all these difficulties. And what these 2 children, 2 brothers were doing? They were going to school just to, for time pass and get school over with. Then they will straightway go to playground for playing football, basketball and do a little apple raiding from neighbor's backyard tree. Okay, they are trying to take out apple from their neighbor's house, and then what they used to do, they used to go home and then watch TV full time, and we should stare for hours at the TV. Okay, they used to watch totally complete, in the just nearby this TV set. Full time they used to spend near this TV. So this work only they were doing. Who were doing? Curtis, meaning his brother, and this Ben Carson. Okay, these two boys. Okay, now you see here another picture of this person. He became doctor after that. Okay, so now let me continue. But one day mom changed our world forever. She turned off the TV. My failing grades in school started the whole thing. Okay, so one day what happened? Their mother, she was not so educated. She was working as a domestic servant in 3 different houses. But she was very smart and very enlightened about their children. She was over possessive about their children. And do you know that lady? She changed the life of these 2 children. What she has done? So let us know. She turned off the TV. She came from her work and then she found her kids watching TV. Then she turned off. Then my failing grades in school started the whole thing, and she became a bit angry because he got 4 marks in his subject. Our mother Sonia Carson. What is the name of her mother? His mother Sonia Carson had only been able to get through the 3rd standard. Okay, उसकी मम्मी सिर्फ 3rd तक ही पढ़ी हुई है, but she was much brighter and smarter than anyone we knew at that time. Okay, she had noticed something in the suburban houses. She cleaned books. So she came home one day, put off the TV and explained that her sons were going to make something for themselves. So one day she became a bit angry after coming back from her work. Okay, she turned off the TV. And one of that house where she was working, while cleaning books and all, she found there is a library. And that clicked in her mind, that idea clicked her mind. She came back and she turned off the TV and she strictly told their children, you boys are going to read 2 books every week, she said, and you are going to write me a report on what you read. What she said? Just after coming back from her work, she turned off the TV and she explained, she told her children, you children, now onwards you have to go to library, and at least in a single week, in a week you will read at least 2 books, and after reading these 2 books you will write a report on that. Suppose you have read Jungle Book, so you will write about the same and you have to explain it to your mother. So these 2 boys, they obliged their mother, and they went with her in a library. Okay, so my dear children, you have understood up to this? समझ में आया आपको? All of you understood? What happened, Harsh Mulchandani? Yes ma'am, only 3 question and answer you have given. आपको मैं एक नया लेसन पढ़ा रही हूँ and you are just trying to discussing about old lesson. Who is that? Sujata Rajurkar? Ma'am, in Garchandur library is not there. So what does it mean? You can't buy books? You have your school library also. Tell your parents to come and take books from the school library. I am discussing about this lesson. All of you, whenever I discuss a lesson, you have to concentrate that. And after that you will discuss about something else. And as I have already told, I'll send you question answers, don't worry. So why are you writing again and again same thing? You can write this message in WhatsApp also. You need this lesson, how many lessons I didn't give, you just write to me in WhatsApp. Okay, Sanmay Saha you write, not now after this class. Okay, or Pravat Sharma. I give this responsibility to these two boys. Okay, so this lesson you have understood? Up to this you have understood? Okay, good. So let me continue. We have time left, so I'll just continue this one. So they went to the library, and what happened? We complained about how unfair it was and how all the other kids watch TV. Okay, whenever their mothers announced this thing, they started complaining. They were telling how unfair, Mama आप ऐसे कैसे कर सकते हो, TV कैसे बंद कर सकते हो, you are doing injustice with us. See, other children are watching TV. You also speak the same thing to your parents when your mother's activities are going against you. But parents are doing just for your benefit. They are taking this kind of action. Okay, they also said the same thing. Okay, we complained about how unfair it was and how all the other kids watch TV. We thought she forget about the idea in a few days. उनको लगा चल मम्मी कुछ दिन के बाद वो भूल जाएगी. Besides, we did not have any books in the house other than Mom's Bible. So, Ben was telling no books except Bible. Nothing was there in their house. Okay, so definitely Mama will forget this idea. Then what happened? But she explained that she would take us to where the books were, the Detroit Public Library. The Detroit Public Library. What she said? She will take them to that library. Okay. So, you have Ambuja Library. So, likewise, the Detroit Public Library is there. She explained, I'll take you there. Then she took them there. And I wandered reluctantly. Okay. Among the children's book, I loved animals. So, when I saw some books that seemed to be about animals, I started leafing through them. Okay, but what happened? Our Ben Carson, he was watching, unwillingly, reluctantly meaning unwillingly. He was not at all interested to watch books or see books or read books. But all of a sudden, he was attracted by certain books, okay, animals books, where pictures were there, okay, different types of animals. And then he started, just try to browse this book. And first book he took out from this rack, which that I read was The Chip the Dam Builder. This is the first book he took from that library. It was about beavers and how they lived and built their dams. Okay. So, no television serial had ever taken so far away from my surroundings as this book did to a cold stream in a forest and these animals building a home. So what happened here then? When he started reading this book, browsing this book, he found this book is far better than their damn serial which they were watching in TV. And he was enjoying a lot. He started his journey from a cooling stream in the forest to animals building their home. from a very leaf to a very how trees grows, all these things. He loved animals, so he started enjoying natural thing. So my dear children, up to this today, and next class I'll complete this full story, and after that I'll discuss question answers. Okay, so now my dear children, if you have any doubt regarding this lesson, you can ask me. Okay, those who have doubt, they will just ask, and those who do not have doubt, it's okay. And today's work is that, what is your work today? सन्मय, अभी से बदमाशी नहीं, बाय बाय बोलने के लिए मैंने तुमको नहीं बोला है अभी. My lesson is not yet finished. Keep cool. हमेशा मुझे ऐसे चटपट पसंद नहीं आता है, शांत होके बैठो. So first of all, you read this lesson 3 times today. How many times? 3 times. Read aloud, loud reading. Okay, and after that you will write the hard words and word meaning. ठीक है, today's work is that you have to write hard words and meaning, and I'll send you सुधा मूर्ति's question answers. अच्छा, सुधा मूर्ति को छोड़ के उसके पहले जो लेसन पढ़ा है उसका दिया क्या? Sumatran tiger you got? Sumatran tiger you got? Sumatran tiger Sudha Murthy I'll give, no problem. ठीक है, and this lesson as well. Okay, so all of you please do whatever assignment is given to you. Okay, you take very good care of that and try to do justice with you. Okay children, see you on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So till then, thank you very much. Okay, wish you a very happy new year. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.